taxi operators on strike. Cabinet to discuss requests for traffic ticket amnesty. And later in sports, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce named as one of 5 finalists for World Athletics Female Athlete of the Year. Thanks for joining us. I'm Shane Masters, and here are the details. Now we'll begin with the story about the protests now on across the island. Now here's Shamela Pullen with the roundup for Kingston and St. Andrew.
Thank you, Shane. We were pleasantly surprised when we came to Halfway Tree, where we saw JUTC buses out in its numbers picking up stranded passengers. We also saw robo-taxi drivers on the road. We were unable to speak to them, as you would imagine. They were busy picking up passengers. Also of note, Shane, we saw where a school sent a bus to pick up students who were stranded, rather at the transportation center.
When go to school and take them up and drop them off at school and come back again. Drop them off at school and come back again. This is the
Downtown, the mood was a little different. Taxi operators were actually trying to prevent their colleagues from picking up passengers. As you know, they're demanding the government to grant them an amnesty, which they argue is needed.
We need a better system. Yeah, we need a better system. You understand? We need a better system for the taxi man them and the poster man them. We get too much ticket from the police them. Some simple little thing. Them have no conscience to wear a car. You understand me? We need someone to hear a call and do something for me. We need an amnesty. We can deal with ticket and stuff like that. You understand? We need help.
The evening commutes might be different, but we will have more in subsequent newscasts. It's back to you in studio.
Thanks, Shamela. And President of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, TODS, Edgerton Newman, is condemning the violent protests associated with the strike by public passenger operators. Now, the protest took an ugly turn this morning after some commuters and even taxi operators were reportedly assaulted as they tried to go about their business. In one instance, a taxi operator's tire was punctured in full view of onlookers. The other, passengers were hurled at the exit of a vehicle by a man with a stick. Meanwhile, over in Westmoreland, it was a similar case, taxi operators halting traffic to prevent other taxi operators from plying their routes. The commuters were forced to exit the vehicle and walk the rest of the journey. But Mr. Newman says he doesn't support this and is urging the police to intervene where needs be.